back to the First Baptist Church Fantasy Football League. And our fantasy football update is our first update of the year. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by none other than Ray Sanchez. And we are in our socially distant studios. We're approximately 5 miles from one another. This year again, we've got 2 leagues, the Bible Thumpers and the Baptist Ballers. Each league has 2 divisions, the East and the West. And we are approximately a quarter of the way through the season. The Bible Thumpers only have 1 undefeated team, and that undefeated team is Team Noriega. They've come out of the gates flexing their muscles 3-0 after beating Stevens' Nitlatime team this week in the lowest scoring affair thus far. The East side has more than half of its team, 4 teams to be exact, sitting atop of the standings, all with identical 2-1 records. Team Primetime, Irish Vikings, Saints Row, Starks, and Sparks are all 2-1. The Baptist Ballers have 3 undefeated teams early on here this season. Tony Camacho, his I-Draft Rookies team. Kevin Williams, Cats and Kittles, they are out of the East. And in the West, you've got Rene Garcia with Team Garcia, all at 3-0. Ray?
Well, thanks, Joe. In the Bible Thumpers League, Pastor Joe's Team Primetime looks like the team to beat with a league-leading 475 points for the season, even though he lost a Week 1 nail-biter to the Irish Viking, Robin Wiley. Total points is our tiebreaker system for the playoff seeding, so make sure you don't leave too many points on the bench. Since that loss, Primetime has reeled off 2 straight wins, but that Wiley Viking seems to have the number of all the pastors named Joe. Sorry, Dr. Joe, but she also took down Starks and Sparks in Week 2 in the annual SES Bowl. But as consolation, Team Sparks has already set off Sparks twice as the league high scorer in Weeks 1 and 3. Bible Thumpers West, as Joe mentioned, has the only undefeated team in the league with Team Noriega. And in the number 2 spot are I Just Win, who just lost to Saints Row, and Team Mark 2020, who outdebated the Dr. Hosey football team. Guns and Moses finally made it back to the Paradise City with his first win this week, along with Team Barookies, who pickpocketed Matt Garza's wallet. I actually think David Mata was serious about not playing fantasy football this year, as he fell to 1-2, followed only by the Nick Sanchez football team, who has been unable to think of a team name or find his first victory. Right now, the computer's final standing projection has Starks and Sparks, Team Primetime, and the Irish Viking finishing in the top 3 spots. Team Hosey, Team Mark 2020, and Team Barookies are looking like the bottom dwellers for the year and are bringing up the rear. Now to you, Joe.
Thank you, Ray. Well, in a matchup of undefeated teams this weekend, Rene Garcia and his Garcia football team made Mark Vega and his team IC say, oh no, in a battle of who could care less as they put up the lowest point totals this weekend. Cool Cats and Kittles stay undefeated with a big win over the now 1-2 Ramiro Vela football team. Steve Urbina's team, 0.65 or 65 100ths. Who knows? Maybe it's 65% of a football team. Lost a close one by less than just 1 point to Team Michael Rodriguez football team, as they both sit at 1-2. Julio Gallona and Zeke Ye First dominated Brian Parker's Big Bad Foot with the league's high score, and leaving the Big Bad Foot with a big bad record of 0-3. Close behind is the Preacher's Punishers, Dr. Stephen Parker, Tony Camacho's I-Draft Rookies, and Pastor Ray's Dobbin is a free elf. Slam Lieutenant Hobbit's Luchadores, the Nick Garcia football team, and the Team Obregon, they all sit in a logjam of 8 teams, all with 1-2 records. Kind of reminds me of the NFC East. Well, anyways, nonetheless, right now the computer, well, they're projecting that the teams to beat this year are the I-Draft Rookies, Team .65, And Dobbins is a free elf. Teams not predicted to do so well are Team Garcia, that's Nick Garcia, of course, Team Rodriguez, and Team Vela. These teams are predicted to finish at the bottom, maybe because of the uniqueness of their team names, or maybe their just team names are just bad. Who knows? Ray, back to you.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was coming back to me. I just want to remind everyone to make sure you read our daily devotionals at www.fbcwesleco.org. We are going to have a special fantasy football devotional this Monday and every Monday after that. We might have a few recycled from last year, but from a guy who sings other people's songs, it's just really not that big of a deal. Back to you, Joe.
Don't forget to join us Sunday mornings for Sunday worship. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. We have our Spanish service at 9:30, followed by our English service at 11. We also have Bible studies on Zoom, Google Hangouts. We have Bible studies for kids, youth, and adults. We'll see you then. God bless you.